2-0 for the first time in the entire franchise. The best record we've had after 2 games is 1-0-1. We've never won our first 2 games, but somehow, despite Madden not really being at its best right now, gameplay-wise, we've done it. But the job's not done. The job is not finished. We still got 15 more regular season games and at least 3 more playoff games, including the Super Bowl to go. And today we face another 2-0 team, the Minnesota Vikings, with one of the best offenses in the league and one of the worst defenses. As you know, we are one of the worst defenses, despite a really good game last week. I'm not sure if I can say we're a good defense yet. Ratings-wise, we are. Also, what happened to our overall? That's weird, because we've regressed. I didn't lose anybody, right? Because last week we were 87 overall with an 88 overall offense and an 87 overall defense. How did our defense lose 2 overall? Actually, I'm a little bit confused by that, because we shouldn't be able to lose overall in the middle of a season like that. There's no way to regress, so I'm not exactly sure why it now all of a sudden says we are 86, because we've been in 87 the whole year. I'm confused on that. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure how that happened, but we are a much better defense, I will say. Let's take a look at the Vikings roster and see why they say they're such a terrible defense. Of course, the starting quarterback is still J.J. McCarthy. Are they re-signing Sam Darnold? Because I don't see how he's still on this team. He hasn't played in 4 years. This is the last... Whoa. Okay. They did re-sign him for some reason, and for a big contract. Maybe that's why their defense is so bad, because they haven't been able to do much after signing him. They have quite a young running back group consisting of Brandon Gore, Braylon Allen, and Darren Nichols, the rookie. Pretty solid receiver group as well. Oh man, they just can't miss at drafting receivers. They've got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Tom Hurley. 2 of them superstar dev. 1 used to be. The only weakness with this receiver group is that they're not especially fast, but a lot of skill here. T.J. Hawkinson, still their tight end, backed up by an X Factor. Why are they just the best drafting team of all time? He doesn't want to be for them. He didn't get plus X Factor either. He just simply was drafted as an X Factor. Okay. Vikings are set on offense for a while. Offensive line is pretty good as well. Definitely the best one we've gone against so far. Elijah Chapman's injured, so they'll have Richard Starling as their starting left end. Josh Mann and Doug Mason as their starting defensive tackles. Neither very good at this moment. And at least they have Lucas Jenkins out of Oregon State, who was drafted last year and is superstar. Who they are building a team here. I can see why they're 2-0. They're very young too. Linebackers are decent. Got Dallas Turner, who should probably be rushing off the edge here. Ooh, secondary. Not good. Not good at all. That's like the weakest part of their team. But it's going to be pretty hard to win just because I'm not a good defensive team normally. I don't know what happened against the Bengals. But Bengals already were one of the worst offenses in the NFL, despite their ratings. And having Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. It's going to be really hard to beat the Vikings. I mean, maybe it won't. Maybe I'll just destroy them, but I'm not expecting that. Right now, we are leading our division. The only 2-0 team there. Spears leading the NFL in rushing yards. Baker tied for number 1 in the NFL in interceptions. Van Ness second and in sacks. Greg Groves currently has the same amount of touchdowns as interceptions. I've not been doing good with turnover prevention. But as you would have also known if you watched the last stream, is that we have a lot of players to re-sign. A lot of these players are starters or still get a solid amount of time. We have to decide on Bushrod's 5th-year option. We can just do simple things this week, like declining some of these players I know I don't want. But we're going to try one negotiation this week. And we'll go with someone solid, someone that we would want no matter what, like Josh Starks. Definitely, we want him to return. We want both of the tackles to return. They don't want to return. I want Snead back, but I think Starks makes the most sense to pursue. I'd probably like him on a 4-year deal. And we could save money. That would be nice. He's happy to sign for 3 years. I'm not exactly sure how that contract works, but we lost $7 million total, so I guess 3 years, $7 million per year, which I don't think is bad for Josh Starks at all. It's good that safeties don't get paid too much because it makes it a lot easier to re-sign the young ones. There's Taylor Sparks. Yeah, he'll be getting paid, well, just over $7 million the first 2 years, and then just over 8. So it's basically really $8 million a year, I'd say this contract is more like. Which this year he hasn't really done much, only 7 tackles in 2 games. He's been already really high deflections, already as many as last year. But yeah, this year he's getting paid $2.5 million to be our starting safety, so that's a pretty good deal. A pretty good rookie deal. Because he wasn't in the first round. He wasn't a first-round pick or anything. I'm not really excited to sign both Guerrero and Russell next year, though, to be fair. As we're on the regional focus scouting. This is our national scout. I made him... Oh, I'm not doing that one yet. I made this one receiver and corner. There's only a few receivers. A little bit more corners. I could make this... No, that's the wrong person. I could make this person defensive tackle or something anyway. Even though I didn't make the boost to receiver or corner. It's still only 4 players. It's just not going to be a lot either way. I guess the West isn't very populated with talent. So we'll go with receiver. It's just a tier 1 scout. We'll go receiver here too. Actually, I end up not going for corner. I'll probably go for corner there. And then we go offensive tackle, which I don't think we're going to need offensive tackle. Oh, and I don't even think I want offensive tackle. Seems like there's a couple of D tackles here, though. There's 3. I don't think I chose the best focuses this year. Let's go. So, here we'll go defensive tackle. Here it doesn't look absolutely terrible. I mean, it's more it's a higher volume of players, so. And then we'll choose corner for this one since we're making our national scout receiver. I mean, our tier 3 scout receiver. And for this person, fine, we'll go offensive tackle, whatever. We still could pick one after all. And I care about scouting, but like I can usually make good picks even if I don't know a ton about players, especially in the early rounds. We'll look at staff because we have quite a lot of points right now. You can get this. Well, I could try. Well, actually, probably with offensive line if I remember that you only pick one. But whatever. Just getting a little bit more development on the offense. I really think we probably need it on defense more. Alright. I wonder if I'll remember who I did on weekly strategy, or if I'm going to have to check it. Oh, I'm definitely not really worried about their run game. It could be solid, but... Dude, look at their passer rating deep. What is that? It's the best deep passer rating. By far, probably. And for defense... They don't have a good interior. They have like one good player interior on their interior. So if we just run specifically to that one side inside, it should go pretty well. Did we do Raynaud and Hurst last time? I think. I'm going to check just so I'm sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Raynaud and Hurst. Oh no, I think Groves and Hurst. Okay. Good thing I checked. So today will be Hurst and Raynaud. I don't really feel like doing chase and tackle, but we'll do it anyway. Because Hurst is not really a coverage linebacker. Which I'm not sure. I think his tackling is solid. I can't be exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure it was a good rating. Okay, he just, like, faked. Okay. This is why I don't do chase and tackle, man. It's actually, I think it's a hard drill, because unlike when you're the running back, I would think, like, when you're the running back, the linebacker has less speed. You expect the running back to have less speed when you're the linebacker, but no, they have the exact same speed. And it's very hard to tell which hole they're going to go through, because they could choose any hole. Because there's nobody else to tackle them, so. See, look at him. He just saw me and decided to go to the other one. There's not much you can really do about that, except for trying not to commit while also not trying to allow too many yards, and he could just also cut like that. Like, if you're not using a good linebacker, you're going to struggle with this drill. I mean, I've gotten gold one time, but I think that's because I was just locked in. But I'm talking right now, so I'm not locked in. And it's kind of late to get locked in. I'm not getting better than bronze here, most likely. Because I think silver's like 20,000. I'm not getting better than that. I am not getting that. They seem to have removed all the broken tackles they had in Madden 24, because that was so that was the latest juke I've seen. I was already making contact, but the game said no. You're allowing this guy to juke past you, which is also kind of a problem. I feel like a lot of the time, if a CPU wants to juke, even if you're not fooled by it, they'll make you get fooled by it anyway. CPUs don't really do many ball carrier moves, except okay. Yep, I told y'all. When I'm talking during drills, I am not gonna get a good score. Cause when I was locked in, I got gold. That was a great tackle, by the way, and I even get no points for it. There's no touchdown saving tackle there. Oh, so that's like the first time I've ever dived and actually caught somebody. Cause the dive sucks now. It used to be actually really good for catching people in front of you. Also, you get the same amount of gold for, same amount of XP for every drill here, but I could have sworn that for quarterbacks you get different amounts. Yeah, you get 75 for some of these drills if you get bronze. But for running back drills, you get all the exact same. We'll go backfield survival. The thing is, I think they have too many drills in trainer that aren't in. Every drill should be, like the fullback drill, might be. I'm not sure. I've never put a fullback as my focus player. I hope you haven't either. It probably means your draft really sucked and you're just trying to put something there. Okay, you can get cooked by that. That's fine with me. Okay. Oh, it made me do that stupid animation, dude. Are you serious? I'm 116 away from silver. It made me do the stupid tiptoe animation. I've always been so... Oh, so that's 2 bronzes, which is like the worst possible. We definitely need to like score a lot of points today. They're not a good defense. But things that are a good offense... I never choose allow 30 points or less, because I don't see the point of trying to get 2 staff points, honestly. Let's get 400 offensive yards and 5 offensive touchdowns. Let's not play how we played against the Bengals, because if we have that same offensive performance, we're getting killed out there. Which also means they probably can't throw 5 interceptions in 2 games, or 2 interceptions, or 3 interceptions. Is that Crocker hurt? Of course it is. Well, we have none of our top 2 receivers, which is our only receivers with better... Oh my god. And Snead. Okay. We're going to lose. I kind of want to put Hooker at corner today, since we're going to have nobody playing football. because we're missing Guyton, and now oh my, that's 4 injuries, dude. Every year gets ruined by injuries. Early too, like it's never late this season. I mean, sometimes we'll have injuries late, but I'm saying it's always injuries. I mean, no, I think K. Clark is fine enough to play. Yeah, he's good enough to play. He won't play slot. He'll play boundary, but oh my god, we just lost Snead, and we're going against 3 elite receivers. I just realized that. Yeah, we are. We're done. We're getting embarrassed today because K. Clark's going to be against Justin Jefferson. I mean, I could switch Dean, but then Clark's against. No, I think we need to have to be boundary today. I think Clark needs to play slot. Hopefully they have some injuries to offset this or something. Yeah, we're gonna need Clark to not be on the boundary. He's gonna get killed if he does. So still have Tap. I mean, we still have Clark and Hooker. Do the Vikings have some injuries? That'd be nice. Because, oh my goodness. Wait, what do y'all say about my stadium? I better not be talking trash about my stadium. Oh. They want me to renovate. I'm not relocating, but we'll rebuild the stadium. I can't remember which one of these were the funnest. I always liked futuristic. So we'll do this one. It's just gonna be called Titans Field now. That's lame. You can't even name it. It's just. Well, this is the last year of the Nissan Stadium. Well, no, now it's already called Titans Field. Okay. But yo, dude, early injuries, man, every year. So we'll have Crocker and Snead back, but I mean, this is a pretty big game to just lose them. Vikings, oh yeah, I knew they're missing Chapman, but these are like nowhere near the skill of the players we're missing. Like, not one of them is near even an 80, and we're missing 385. Wait, is that our 4 highest overall players? No, I think Jamel Dean. Wait. Oh yeah, Aiden Hutchinson. I kind of forgot about him. Kickers don't count. But so that's like 4 of our top 10 players. If you don't count kicker and punter, which I don't think you should. Wait, hold on. Let me check my schedule for a second. I really see why some people don't play with injuries, because, oh my god, they can ruin this game. What's the point of drafting all these players and signing all of them if they don't play football most of the time? Snead's missed. I mean, see, this last 2 games. And what was I looking at? Oh, schedule. So we're home against the Raiders. So we can wear. Wait, what record are the Raiders? Do they suck? They're 1-1. We'll wear something nice against the Vikings. We'll wear our alternates. Even though, of course, it means Russell is missing another game where we wear them. And then the Vikings can wear those white jerseys that I really like. With the white helmets. You know, the white helmets aren't the best white helmets I've ever seen, but whatever. So no Snead, Russell, Crocker, or Guyton. We're supposed to beat this team. That's 2-0. That's just like us. Why? So our best receiver is going to be an 82 today. Our best tight end is going to be a 74. I think we're also going to have like a 70 overall blocking Dallas Turner. And they have like, I mean, oh my goodness. I don't know how we win this matchup now. Because our defense already struggles against good offenses, and now we're missing our best corner. And then the only thing that would save us in that case is our offense. We're missing our 2 best weapons in the passing game. I'm sorry that we do this to you sometimes, Groves. I'm really sorry. We're going to need our pass rush to absolutely lock in, even though it's an actual pretty good offensive line, too. We're going to receive. Oh, no, they're going to receive. Okay. Finally. Well, here's our new stadium. It's pretty sick. And they just built it instantly. I don't like JJ McCarthy. Who wants to lock in today? That's a nice tackle there by Powell to start. Only a gain of 1 for their running back. This time McCarthy will throw. Finds an open man, wide open. I can't remember that receiver's name. It's Casey. Not a great start leaving that tight end. That's not even the receiver. I don't know who number 17 is. I think Hurst is the name of the receiver. I can't really remember. And McCarthy hammered as he throws. Was that Bushrod? It was a big fella. No, yes, that is Bushrod. So he's been pretty solid this season. I know, right? God. Oh, screen pass that doesn't quite connect. We'll make it 3rd and 10. Guys, we're going to need some pass rush because these receivers are eventually going to get open. I'm telling you that right now. And we don't get pass rush, but McCarthy can't find anybody. And he'll run. He's tackled, and they'll punt. That's pretty surprising. Like, I mean, they ran a pretty mid play for 3rd down. If you're like, that play means like even if you don't find anyone, like even if you have time to throw, it's kind of hard to find someone open later. Well, here's Greg Groves.
You know it was hard for him to enjoy that win last week, Katie. He had one of those little smiles, one of those little fake smiles, because he knows his teammates picked him up in a turnover-filled showing. This week, and he said it himself.
We're good, bro. We're good.
Pick everybody else up. Get back on track. Play some better football. Take care of that ball, and you know you'll have a better chance to win.
Greg Groves wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his wide open man. Marvin Mims makes the catch. Russell wouldn't have to jump for that, probably. It's just height. We don't have very tall receivers. We don't. I think Burks has height. Now I want to check because I said that. Mims 5'11". Yeah, Burks has some height on him. But yeah, Mims only 5'11". But yeah, that's a great start to the game. Immediately setting us into Vikings territory. Groves an empty. It's a pass to Reynaud, and he is not going anywhere. I pushed the button too early, so it didn't work, and then I clicked it again, and it was too late. It's a pretty bad combination. Too early and then too late. Firing. Caught. That's Traylon Burks, and it'll be 3rd and 4 at the 40. Firing. Candidate has enough. So this drive continues from the 36-yard line. I'm going to run to the side because we only have 2 tight ends. I trust we only have 2 tight ends on roster, and the game just allowed that. Well, we're not going to probably be... I don't think I'd be ever throwing it to my 3rd string tight end anyway, so I guess having an extra big body out there is a good thing. And Jatavion Sanders inside the 5. And just like that, this Titans offense is moving. Well, I'm not really sure if I want to run, but we'll try it. Come on, offensive line, show me something. Spears. It actually wasn't terrible blocking. And there's an injury to... I'm not hurt. Is that... Oh, that's Chester Favorite, I think. Was that the guy who's playing tight end? I'm not really sure. No, Chester Favorite is 63, so I think that's the guy who's playing backup tight end for us. So now our backup tight end is going to be... I don't even know who it's going to be. I don't even know. Anyway, 2nd and goal at the 3. How do you get hurt blocking as a backup tight end? Spears in for his first rushing touchdown of the season. He had 16 last year. I think just like last year, he didn't score in his first 2 games. But yeah, we know this defense ain't very good. So as long as our defense plays well, we can win despite the injuries. We just have to actually go out here and execute on both sides. Just keep pressuring JJ McCarthy. Maybe we can get our first blowout victory, but I'm not going to ask for none of that yet until I know if we're an actually elite team. This is Tom Hurley to return here, and he's all the way up to the 33. He's not a very fast receiver. None of their receivers are very quick. Jefferson's lost all of his speed through regression. There's the X-Factor tight end. The running back is dropped behind the line. That's the 2nd tackle already for DeAndre Powell. Which honestly, I don't know, man. I want Baker to retire a Titan, but I'm not sure if he will. And I don't want to re-sign him yet, not knowing how far he's going to regress. As they try to get out to him again. This time it's Jones and Baker on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 11. And they are not hiding what they're trying to do here. They're trying to throw the football. And McCarthy dropped the 4th sack for Lucas Van Ness. He has been ruthless. And he's already tied, I think, his best sack season at Green Bay. So that's a 3 and out for Minnesota. Solid return to the 34. All right, Groves, keep it going. Ward's last time was going deep immediately, so maybe we can get him off guard again. But this time we'll be trying the other side of the field. Is Candidate. Oh, maybe I should have went for possession there. Because that ball was placed for not a jump ball. Like, yeah, maybe I should have went for run after catch and possession there. But it'll be 2nd and 10. Outside give for Tyjae Spears. And, I mean, yeah, I didn't really expect Mims to hold a block for that long. But that's not a great start for Tyjae Spears. As it'll be 3rd and 8. I gotta trust Mims deep more than I do Burks. Even though he's shorter, like, I think I trust Mims more. And we're hit as we throw. Come on, Mims is getting open. I'm assuming Favorite was one of the ones to get beat, but I think Latham was too. Yup, that is. Skoronski and Tevin Jenkins got beat on the double block. Kennedy doesn't even try to block the edge rusher. And J.C. Latham is still J.C. Latham. He might steal that most disappointing reward from Tavondre Sweat, because he's also pretty annoying to play with sometimes. And this is some excellent punt blocking. The Vikings are going to get some yards, but no. Maybe not. Not many, at least. So 4 drives so far in this game. Only 7 points to show for either team. Outside for the running back, and Baker got him after 3. Yeah, she was solid last week. Like, he was decent. Here comes J.J. McCarthy on 2nd and 7 at his own 24. It's the running back again. And this time he gets 3 yards again, actually, before being brought down by Starks. 3rd and 4. They will throw. Wide open man, but they actually go to Tom Hurley when T.J. Hawkinson was wide open. They had 2 receivers open there. But I think McCarthy does like Hurley more because he's probably got more run after catch potential. Not in that play specifically, though. Okay, Sparks. Good to see you making some plays as we'll head to the end of the first quarter. We're up 7-0, but, you know, it's not like an exciting game so far. It's been 3 punts, 1 touchdown. Here comes McCarthy. He has time, and he has his man score. And I saw him, but it was just too late. We can't give them that much time. I know it's a good line. We can't give them that much time to throw. And Gore's gonna escape and get the first. We got pushed, just like we couldn't get actually to him. McCarthy on 1st and 10. Play action. Looking. Pick. No, it's dropped. Tap cannot catch. I'm not sure why, but that man cannot catch. I mean, he's been doing good in coverage. Like, that was an excellent play, but you got to bring it in. 2nd and 10. I see the open running back, but they go short. And it's a great catch made by Addison. Clark laid the boom. It'll be 3rd and 7. Come on, I need some pass rush. And that's going to be an open man, Jamel Dean. So we get good plays made by Clark and Tap. And then, of course, Dean's the one who gets beat. And that throw is batted away by Dean. So that's good pass rush and good pass defense there in general. And is given to Gore. He's not going to get much. That's Starks and Baker. 3rd and 7. Try Tampa 2 this time. We've been doing cover 3. McCarthy can't find what he wants. He's pressured, fires it away. May keep him in field goal range here, as it's a 53-yarder from here. Kick is up, and it is just tucked in to the left upright. So we pretty much know his range. He's not hitting much longer than a 54. Candidates return. And he sheds a tackle. Okay, candidate, and hanging on to the football as well. So our lead cut down to 4, but luckily our defense has kept us with the lead. Get the ball away. It's so tough, man. Candidate's just not. We need Guyton back. Also, Kate, why are you always roasting me? Like, you're my favorite commentator. You're always disrespecting me. This is going to be dropped. Why are you... You're 6'4" or something as a tight end. Why are you jumping for passes? Like, for what purpose? We're going downfield. And it's dropped, Candidate! We need Russell back because we cannot have our third string receiver drop it. Of course, he's going to break a tackle. I cannot believe that drive. I really can't believe that. 2 dropped passes back to back. We're not trying. This is a terrible defense. Both players were open. Catch the football. And McCarthy breaks a sack. And he'll be brought down anyway for a bigger loss. Aiden Hutchinson. Why are they calling PA deep cross go on 1st down? What were they thinking here? Also, this is great coverage by specifically Taylor Sparks. Look at this locking down Justin Jefferson. And McCarthy breaks a sack from Baker to Blitzer, which is rare. Baker usually doesn't let guys out of his grasp. But he just continues running down upfield and then tries to move back up. Maybe he just knew he was going to get sacked, but just throw it away. Like, why are you running into them? That even risks a fumble. It will now be 2nd and 26. McCarthy keeper not going anywhere. That's Josh Starks making it 3rd and 27. Thing is, we can't allow this if we don't get any pressure. So I'm thinking maybe I just be a D lineman here and he's brought down. Lucas Van Ness, he only gets a yard. And even if this is a great punt, this Titans should have solid field position. Look at Meredith. We're already at the Vikings 44. And Groves is back. He was not very lucky in that last drive. He got it to 2 open receivers, but neither of those open receivers made the catch. Maybe you could say he overthrew Sanders, which is why he had to jump for it. But even then, I think he still should have came down with it, as we are not able to get many yards against cover 4 quarters there. We need some blocking, guys. This time it's Spears again, and we're not going to get it. Offensive line not really giving us a chance on the run game or the pass game right now. We'll throw on 3rd down, and then, is the game just telling me I'm not going to score? Why is Jenkins just running into Spears on purpose? We're going to have to kick a 60-yarder with Brandon Aubrey. Oh, no. Yep, we're going to miss it because of accuracy. Oh, man. Vikings take over at the 50. I just don't understand. Our offense has been absolutely useless. And there's another tackle for loss by Baker. He is living in the backfield. And these guys open man. What is happening? Justin Jefferson's going to go and take the lead. Why was Tap moving like that? Our offense is done, dude. Because I'm not surprised we allowed 10 points to the Vikings in the first half. Because, if I'm being honest, we should have allowed more. We're a very bad defense, especially without Snead. And they're a very good offense. But what I didn't expect to see is us have 7 points. And we haven't gotten a first down in our last 2 drives. And, I don't feel like it's Grove's fault. It's our offensive line. It's not giving us any support. This time, Sanders won't have to jump. Oh, that's the veteran, Jamison Huff. This is his 3rd year in the NFL, I believe. Yeah, 3rd year. We're making Groves look bad right now, and he's really doing just fine, because we can't catch the football. This play's actually pretty solid. When a drag doesn't get open, I usually, just get sacked. That should be, caught. I saw him coming in, but I was like, that crash down isn't strong enough. He's not picking that off. Ooh, do we call verts again, though? Probably not. They have a lot of DBs. Easy run for Raynaud. He battles. What if that crossing play never really goes too well for me? I feel like it should, but it really doesn't. Mims in motion. Okay, they backed up some of the defensive backs. Just get it out. I pushed throw away. What? I clicked throw away. Is the game just cheating now? Why do you... I click throwaway and Groves just throws it to Mims? I'm not sure why. I know the game has a feature where sometimes now you'll throw it away. Oh, I could have gotten this to this. Actually, no, I'm not. Under pressure, I'm not getting it to him. I throw the ball away and he throw... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I don't know why he threw it to Mims when I threw it away. Man, this game is so garbage. Like, why did my throwaway go to Mims? I really don't have any idea why. As they're probably going to get the field goal range here and be able to make it a 6. They might even score because it's this defense that we're talking about. I'm so confused. I mean, is throwing the ball away not the play there? I know there's a new feature where sometimes they'll throw it to a receiver's feet, but if it's going to do that, also, we're right back to our normal defense. What are they doing? Why are they... I mean, they're probably going to score here anyway, but, like, why? Okay, that was... Yeah, CPU clock management still sucks. There's a lot of things about this game that still suck. Honestly.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We begin in the gateway to the west in St. Louis, Missouri. And it's the Armadillos who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. Brandon Ayuk, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. A touchdown there for Tyler Algier. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
It's actually really frustrating that we cannot run block today. Like, this is a bad defensive line. And we cannot run the ball. Our only interception is a throwaway that the game decided to make a throwaway to a not open receiver. Like, I think I've had that happen once before where I clicked throwaway and it made me throw it at a wide open running back on a flat foot. But this time when I clicked throwaway, it made me throw it to a receiver who was quadruple covered, which is why I didn't throw it to that receiver. Like, don't ruin the throwaway function. It's one of the only consistent things in this game. And actually, I wouldn't even say that because sometimes you get intentional grounding where you shouldn't. But, like, this game is trash. And also the Vikings decided to go hurry up offense instead of use their last time out in that last drive, which is objectively the wrong decision. But yeah, I'm not sure why we can't run the ball right now. We are not blocking. Nobody is. I haven't seen one good run block from our line today. That's gonna... Oh my god, Tyjae Spears is a dog. Because that should be another short game, but instead, he makes it an 18-yard gain. And there's going to be an offsides penalty because this game is just bad. And it has the DBs lined up offside sometimes. There's not much you can really do about it. I will be accepting it, though, because the CPUs will accept it for me. If I was playing against a real person that I knew, Yeah, I would probably decline that, but the CPU would accept it if it was on me. So, yeah, CPUs don't have feelings, so you can't really make them mad. Well, you probably can with how they be treating me sometimes. I probably have angered the CPU a couple times. As Tajay Spears is just finally coming into his own. It's not even his fault that he didn't in the first half. It was just completely the game's fault. Firing to the back, to the corner of the end zone. Oh, man, the safety makes a play. That's so close, man. Spears gets 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Not really loving any of these plays. Blitzing linebacker. Someone on these, but we have enough. Yep, that's open. Yep, thank you, Guerrero, for your ability. That's a really good ability. I was like, okay, someone's definitely getting open across the middle here because they are not blocked. They are sending a blitzing linebacker. Yeah, we'll run anyway. If the run game doesn't succeed, just try again. Unless you're down 4 scores, then you should probably just stop trying. But I'm only down by 3 points right now, so cut back in. Inside the 15. We're literally saying we're gonna run the ball, try and stop it, and they're trying. But that's pretty much all they're doing. Same idea there. And Reynolds hurt. Surprising. He hasn't gotten hurt in any of these games. I think that's his first injury of his career. Outside handoff for Spears, and Latham can't block. So, like, literally hold him for a second longer, and that's a touchdown. And we're hit immediately. We have to tie the game. I mean, so many of these drive enders feel so forced. Like, I've had one where I dropped 2 open passes. That one where, I mean, I gotta stop calling screen passes. Because even when they're good sometimes, like, I always usually call them on 3rd down when I don't have another opportunity. And then they don't work because either the defensive lineman just immediately hits you, or your running back runs into the lineman and the entire play is blown up. Look, man, we're better than this Vikings team. All right, defense, don't let those last couple of drives fool you. We can be better. We're just going to need to keep playing like we are better. Oh, man. Oh, he dropped it. I think he heard Baker's footsteps. Been a lot of drops today from both sides of the field. Just every game the Titans are in is sloppy. Oh, my God. How is there so much space? Ernest Jones, what are you doing? This is why you only blitz and stop the run. Because how do you give him that much room to run? He just doesn't. He's just not like he's playing this like a zone. Like, oh, that's terrible, man. I know your man coverage rating probably isn't great, but you might need Baker to be. Yeah, Baker should probably be the coverage guy anyway because Ernest Jones is probably the more effective blitzer. So we should really never have Ernest Jones in man coverage during blitzes. But speaking of great tacklers, there's Jerome Baker. There's Powell. Powell's probably a better coverage player than... No, I think Jones is actually a solid zone coverage guy. And that's the exact same play. They beat us on it twice. Clearly, Tap is not good at man coverage. I mean, he's like solid. I guess it's like an 80, but it's not very great. And for a guy who's playing boundary corner, you probably want it to be a little bit better. And now Dean's beat. Yeah. J.J. McCarthy, dude. If his players weren't dropping passes sometimes, he'd probably have like an 80% completion percentage. And Baker's all over that again. Why don't they just throw the ball every play? It's worked almost all the time. Except for when they get sacked. Like, if they're not pressured, their pass works every time. And they can't run the ball right now, so I'm not really sure why they're doing that. Like, it's not working. That's like I think they've gotten no carries more than like 3-4 yards. And McCarthy throws it away. Hutchinson was coming for him. And Hutchinson's hurt. Dude, you took no contact. You immediately got off your block and ran. And I'm not sure how you hurt your shoulder. But he's been injured a few times during this franchise, both in practice and in game. Okay. See, I told you, our pass rush is locked in. We can actually, like, stop their pass game. But, I mean, also our defensive backs can't expect them to be locked in every time. And that's going to be a touchback because of stick drift. So we start at the 20. And, oh my god, dude. Hutchinson out for a while. Probably 3. I mean, we have a bye week at least, so he won't be missing, like, in the same amount of time. They send the blitz. Of course, Jenkins isn't blocking anyone. Could have at least picked up one of these guys. Instead, he chooses neither. Oh, no, he just got beat immediately, despite the blitz. Like, first of all, Guerrero, you got to pick up one of the blitzers. Second of all, even if we didn't get hit by the blitz, we probably would have been hit anyway because, Tevin Jenkins has been terrible this entire season.
That was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes.
Yeah, I mean, we call a lot of deep routes, so this team should know that if we want to get open downfield, we're going to need time. As dude, Jatavion Sanders was just shifty there. Like this team, like our offensive line knows we throw a lot of deep passes, right? I'm sure they know that. This is caught by Candidate. 2nd and 6. I don't like the audibles in this formation, so I always just end up calling the play even if I don't actually like it. Ooh, that was historically bad blocking. I mean, just nowhere to go.
One thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations like, yeah, this guy's a Raven, this guy's a Seahawk, yeah, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside.
You know what? We gotta trust our defense. I need a good punt here from Stonehouse. Can we not do this right now, dude? I think that was too strong. Yep. Oh my god. What a... The one time I don't want to go full perfect power, I do. That sucks. And now, like, if they score a touchdown here, we probably lose. And we're over. Now Gore's breaking tackles. That's how you know we're cooked when Gore, who's been terrible today, is starting to break tackles. Which really, he hasn't really been back because of his offensive line. I can't say that because, like, the offensive line, like, not many of our tackles are made by D linemen. Like, all of them have been by our linebackers. We're just reading. Like, it's obvious when they're going to run the ball. Dude, I feel like we've been, dare I say, playing better than the Vikings today, but just not resulting in anything. Especially thanks to that pick that shouldn't have been a pick because I threw the ball away. And they said, no, actually, you didn't throw the ball away. And that's going to be a good carry. I see that. Like, I feel like every game we've played, we've been playing really solid football but been messing up in very specific spots. Like, today, we've been great on defense besides some very specific plays that they call that just always beats us. But as soon as we get on offense, we're just nothing. Are you serious? He got the first, okay. Like that. Oh, man, I hate Control Clark. I just hate this. Oh, I need Steve back, dude. This is also probably an easy one if we had our actual defensive backs, as that's a blitz and a sack. I think all of our sacks have been off blitzes, except for, like, one, I think. Maybe the one by Hutchinson. I'm not sure. 2nd and 16. No, yeah, I'm reading that. I'm reading that, buddy. Third and 15. They're going empty. Just get to him in a decent amount of time. Let's go. Alright, we get another shot, but this is probably going to be a pretty good punt. I mean, the CU has a chance to make it a good punt. The question is if they'll actually punt it good. Ooh, looks pretty solid. No, it's not good. Never mind. I mean, it's decent, but for the 49, you probably want them inside the 10. Short to Raynaud. He gets 8. Thing is, I would like to go deep here, but if we don't end up getting it, then we're in a spot where, like, if we don't get it on 4th and 2, we have to on 3rd and 2, we'd have to punt, and like, you don't want to punt right now, especially not in your own, inside your own 20. Like, no. This is yet another game where our offense struggles despite our defense really just finally locking in. And even though we've had some bad spots on defense, like, are you going to say we played a bad... Whoa, what are we... I'm not going to challenge that because I need my timeouts probably. But what is that call? That is bad. He sat in... That's... Oh, refs, what are we doing here, buddy? What are we doing here, guys? Come on, refs. You're better than that. It's like one of the most clear first downs I've ever seen. They just said, no, actually it's 3rd and inches. Like, no, he sat in front of the orange line. Empty set for Groves. Set your feet. Make the catch. Let's go. Dude, I don't know when Chester favored decided to ball out, because I think that's what happened here. No, oh yeah, that's great. That's a great blitz pickup. Look at Chester favorite, because I roll out here, and he just says, no, you're not actually going to get to our quarterback. So I have a chance to set my feet and just fire it to the wide open candidate. Oh, all right, Chester, I see you. Maybe you'll start on some other team one day, and it will be thanks to that play you just did right there, because that was actually fire. With the worst screen pass of all time. See, I'm fine with calling running back screen on freaking 2nd down, because if you get another shot after that, but on 3rd down, you can't call it, I feel like. But this time it's actually complete to Raynaud, and he's got a first. Inside the 20. If we could somehow make this like basically the last complete drive of the game, that'd be amazing. Spears inside the 10, 1st down. He's been great in the 2nd half. He had 6 carries for 10 yards in the 1st half, and in this 2nd half he has 12 for 70. So I think there's no reason to really throw it here. If you like, I honestly don't see a reason to throw it. I just can't think of one. And maybe that's the reason, because we'll try to waste time anyway, because like, yeah, I still don't see a reason to throw it, because if we kick a field goal to tie, you don't want them to get a chance, really. So I can't think of a reason to actually want to throw it here, except you just sure that you're going to score. So look at Spears go. Rumbles. It'll be 3rd and goal. I'm still not going to throw the ball, probably. I'm still probably just not going to throw the ball. Well, I don't like this play, though. We're going to let this clock go all the way down. Handoff. Raynaud dives just short. Oh my God, there's no way. You know what, man? Groves, we're putting the game in your hands. 4th and maybe some inches. Greg Groves. Touchdown, Titans. Somehow, despite all of the hardships that we've gone through week after week after week, we are 25 seconds away from being 3-0. And I wouldn't have it any other way. 3 timeouts, though. The lucky thing is that they can't win with a field goal. That's why I wanted to go for a touchdown, because like, even if we kick the field goal there, actually, I probably would just wait until 1 second if I wanted to kick a field goal. And I was like, okay, if we don't get this, I'm going to call timeout now so I can at least... Oh, no. Are we actually serious? They just fired it downfield while I was guarding that guy, and he still made the grab. McCarthy slides, 8 seconds, and they're actually, like, in pretty solid scoring range. But they're going to go for Hail Marys for the last 1 or 2 plays. Just bat it down. All right, 1 play left. Third and 2, the Vikings looking for another Minneapolis miracle. And that seems a little bit overthrown. And yeah, that's game over. 3-0. No matter how it happened, the fact that it happened is all that matters. The thing I was saying is that, like, if I somehow didn't get that first, that's why I called a timeout earlier. Because I was like, if I call time with 1 second left in the QB sneak to get game over. If I do it with 25 seconds, they can't kneel. They wouldn't be able to kneel because they would be at the 1 yard line on the sneak no matter what, pretty much. So I was like, they have to run it 3 times. So I could potentially get a safety on the first play with like 20 seconds left, get the safety down by 1, and then do like 1 or 2 plays to get the field goal range with Aubrey because he's an amazing kicker. But it doesn't matter. Groves got it anyway, and despite another not amazing game from Greg Groves, Spears carries us pretty much to a victory. But can you blame Groves, man? In his last week he didn't have Russell. This week he didn't have Russell or Crocker or one of his offensive linemen. So, and David Jacobs was also playing terribly. So Jerome Baker, 4 tackles for loss, a sack. Didn't pick off McCarthy, but didn't have to. 3 sacks total. Hutchinson's out for a while again, so, I mean, man, we just can't stay healthy no matter what. That's another one of our top 5 or so players who are hurt. Tyjae Spears gets an upgrade, much deserved. 2 break tackle. He got a pretty good amount of XP this week because of how well he played. Yep. How long is Hutchinson out? 3 weeks, just like Guyton and Russell were out. Torn labrum is just such a nasty injury in this game. It's just like undefeated. It happens every year, and there's nothing you can do about it. Except for turn off injury, which I'm not going to do. No matter how bad it gets. So next week, we should have Snead and Crocker back. Lamont Duval finally off the roster. He's been kind of just... I think he's only been here for 2 years, maybe 3. That's still kind of a lie. I mean, we have Pierman and Binns, who I'm pretty sure are higher overalls. I'm not really sure how Duval got picked. But I think it's kind of decent anyway, because we already had a lot of receivers in our practice squad. Who would be... I mean, there's definitely going to be under 60. Grant Lockridge, Bryant Clifton, Philip Hopkins. I do like pass protecting linemen. Yeah, so I do like... Yeah, I like him. He's not a rookie. We're not going to only gate rookies, because that doesn't really make sense to do. So now we face the Raiders. Not as good as an offense as the Vikings, but a much better defense. And our division, dang, all 3 won after all 3 lost last week. So it's going to be tough. That's 2 2-1 teams in our division. Van Ness still second for sacks. Spears leading in rush yards. We're going to have a press conference. And I mean, I don't really think the game quality has improved or my enjoyment has improved much just because we're somehow winning games now. The game's still been very weird and just, yeah, I don't know exactly how to put it, but Ben's been odd. I'm not gonna let that try to like make me stop streaming as much or stopping the franchise early because of that. Because I still want to get at least 6 seasons in. But I'm gonna end it here. I think I might do week 5 and 6 eventually, but I'm dipping now. See y'all.